Please give it up for Hershawn Arora. Hershawn.
Keep it going for Jack. How are we? You guys are good? Awesome, man. I feel like my generation, it's very common for us to be meeting on the internet, right? Like, it's gotten to the point where if people meet in person, we call that the old-fashioned way. You know what I mean? How'd you guys meet? Oh, we met the old-fashioned way. At a bar. We met the old-fashioned way. Through our friends. I'm like, guys, that's not the old-fashioned way. My parents met the old-fashioned way. At their wedding. Like, I asked my mom, I said, Mom, what did you like about Dad? She said, nothing. I hate your dad, right? And I said, no, there had to be something, right? Like, was he funny? Was he smart? Was he tall? She said, no. He was Canadian. And I was like, oh. That's all it took. I said, what, he didn't have any red flags? She's like, yeah, he had a big red flag with a maple leaf in the middle. I took Air Canada and said, oh, Canada. I don't want to meet people in person, man. I do. I asked a woman out the other week. She said, sorry, I have a boyfriend, right? I hate that excuse because that one makes it sound like it's the boyfriend's fault. You're like, sorry, I would love to. You know how Tyler gets when I cheat. Like, it's not Tyler's fault, right? Sometimes your friends try to hype you up. Yo, go talk to that person. What's the worst they could say? The worst they could say is no. It's not the worst they could say. You want to know what's worse than no? Ew. You ever get an ew? Sorry, I disturbed you. I'm gonna just jump back in my well. Sorry about that. No. Ew? I pay taxes. You can't say ew. I'm a human being, not turnips on shawarma. You cannot say ew to me, sir, right? And I don't want to make this sound like I'm insecure about how I look. I'm not, but I definitely grew up insecure, right? Because I have an older sister. See the people laughing? Those are older sisters. They know what I'm talking about, right? Like an older brother will hurt you physically. An older sister will hurt you emotionally. Do you understand, right? Like an older brother will punch you, put you in a headlock, give you a black eye. An older sister will be like, Jessica will never love you because your nose is crooked. And you're like, yo, can you hit me, please? Like, can you push me down the stairs? I would much rather that, right? Yup, nice. And here's the thing, I was so jealous of my sister, right? I was very jealous of her because every day of my life, my sister would call me ugly. Every day, oh my God, you're so ugly. Sean, you're so ugly. Ew, oh my God, you're so ugly, right? And I was so jealous of my sister because her mustache was so much bigger than mine. She had the curls and everything. I was like, yo, stop projecting, start plucking, you know? We didn't connect, but her beard did. And that's why she was mean to me, man. This is actually a cool thing that happened a couple months ago. I was on set for a commercial, right? And it was the first time in my life that I had makeup done on my face. And nobody tells you this, but wearing makeup really brings out the worst parts of your personality, right? Like, it's not concealer, it's revealer, I promise, right? Right? Because I did my scene and it went well, and someone came up to me, they're like, hey, that was really funny. We should grab a drink sometime. And I was like, ew. I have a boyfriend, move on, you know? We met the old-fashioned way. Yeah. Now, I grew up in an immigrant household, right? And when you grow up in an immigrant household, you always get, like, health advice that never makes any sense. Right? Like, my grandma used to tell me to eat walnuts because they're good for my brain. I was like, why? She said, because they're shaped like a brain. Eat these apples, they're good for your heart. Why? Because they're shaped like a heart. Next day, my dad texts me like, Sean, why the hell you eat all the bananas? And if you didn't get that joke, you need to eat more walnuts. I don't know what to tell you. Now, when you grow up and your parents are from another country and you were born here, you always feel like you have to balance your two identities, right? Like, I went to public school and the teachers are like, hey, what language do you speak at home, right? And I wanted to sound smart, right? So I was like, Punjabi, yo. And then they put me in ESL, and I was like, my plan backfired on me so hard, right? Right. And here's the thing, I don't think the Canadian education system has a screening process for who they put in ESL. Right? Like, you know how in court you are innocent until proven guilty? In school, you are immigrant until further notice, okay? It's not even just the brown kids. Like, if you're white but your last name has too many consonants, welcome to the club. Right? You know what I'm talking about. You ever see a white last name that's like Z-Y-K? They're like, no, E-S-L. Go to that room. Take your Polish sausage, go join the dumplings and the samosas, all right? You guys sit in a circle and read Dr. Seuss, okay? All right? It's wild. You take all the kids who are insecure about the ethnic lunch that they brought from home, right? And you make them read a book called Green Eggs and Ham. Screw you. Right? We're all sitting in a circle like, this is disgusting, all right? The kid in the book is like, it's healthy. We're like, it's haram, first of all, right? I hated every Dr. Seuss book. Everyone, I'm reading it like, yo, screw this cat and his hat. Do you understand? I hope he steps on a rake and drowns in a lake. I don't like this cat, right? No respect for Dr. Seuss either. You know why? Because Dr. Seuss is not a real doctor. He didn't go to medical school. You want to know where all the real doctors are? In ESL with me. That's where they are, okay? I don't want Dr. Seuss. I want Dr. Singh. That's who I want, all right? That's a cardiologist, all right? The only rhyme he knows is study buddy. That's the guy I want. Right? And I was so conflicted in this ESL class, right? Because the Canadian part of me is like, dude, I speak fluent English. I should not be in this class. But the Indian part of me was like, dude, I'm getting the best grade in this class, you know? Like, I'm killing it at ESL. It's my best subject, you know? I'm flexing on all the other kids in the class, right? It's like me and 3 other refugee kids. I'm like, you don't know how to pronounce aluminum? Like, I'm just killing these kids. They don't stand a chance, right? For the first time in my life, I knew what it was like to be Steph Curry on a basketball court. You know what I mean? Right? I was like, I know. It's Y-O-U''E. Take that, Waleed, you know? I felt like Goodwill Hunting, right? I was like, that's a subject, that's a predicate, that's my number. Call me later, Khadija. You know? I'll tutor you. Right? And here's the thing, after like 3 classes, they realized that I was not ESL. And they confronted me about it. And I forgot English so fast. Yeah? They were like, hey, we gotta move you back to the regular English class. And I was like, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਬੋਲਦਾ no ਪੱਕਾ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੱਚ right I know I was raised by immigrants because English is my second language and gaslighting is my first right I hate here's the one thing that I hate when I ask a tall guy how tall they are and they feel the need to embellish their height even further. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, hey, how tall are you? Oh, I'm 6'4.5". Screw you. You don't need that half. Right? I need that half. All right? I'm 5'5" with a big heart. Okay? Right. And here's the thing, like, people appreciate the things that tall guys do. That's why I hate it. People appreciate the things that tall guys do. They're like, oh my God, wow, have you seen David? He can reach the top shelf. He can dunk. When I'm with him, I feel safe. That's my protector. Right? But nobody appreciates the things that short guys can do. Nobody's ever come up to me and been like, Sean, the way you snuck in the trunk of that Uber was so hot. You're such a good friend, you know? I love how much money you save on children's Jordans. You're gonna be a great father. We can get the 2-for-1 at Kids Foot Locker, right? I love how easy it is for you to go down on me because you're already there. Nobody appreciates what short guys can do, right? And you want to know something? Short guys love going down on their girl. Love it, right? Technically, we're going up on you, but we love doing it. Tall guys are like, we do it too. I'm like, yeah, you do it because you want to. We do it because we have to. Do you understand? Right? You do it for ambience. We do it for nutrients. We're not the same, right? I'm not horny. I'm hungry, all right? I'm like, wait, there's eggs up there? No. Time for breakfast, right? Yeah. Tall guys will cheat on you, man. That's why God made them so tall, so they could see all their other options. Short guy will never cheat on you. Has anyone here been cheated on by a short guy? No, exactly, right? Even if they try, just put their phone on top of the fridge. What are they gonna do, right? Watch how quickly they get their act together. No, it was you. I'm sorry, it was you. No, Samantha, I love you. You're being unreasonable. He's not out of your league. He's out of your reach, okay? Listen, y'all having a lot of fun. My name's Hershawn. Enjoy the rest of your show. Have a good night, okay?